Good evening, everyone. Welcome along inside the Brewery Field for tonight's FA Cup replay as Spennymoor play Fylde for the second time in 4 days. Brad Abbott's goal in Lancashire on Saturday was cancelled out by Nick Horton for the Coasters, and so we go again here tonight, with the winner being rewarded with a home tie against either Chorley or Southport in the third qualifying round of the Cup. We make one change, an enforced change from Saturday's draw. Ryan Hall comes in for the injured John Lafudu. So it's Dale in goal. The back five, right to left, is Ryan Hall, Joe Tate, the captain James Curtis, Carl Magdane and Scott McLean. Three in the midfield are Adriano Moke, Brad Abbott and Jamie Chandler, with Rob Ramshaw alongside Glenn Taylor up front. Full selection on the bench, 7 subs allowed to be named, 7 subs are named. Harry Flatt is the goalkeeper, Stephen Thompson, Mark Anderson, Jason Kennedy, Frank Mulhern, and 2 youth teamers, Harry Peterson and Charlie Heinsohn. Fylde leave, and he goes first time. A really good pick out to find Ryan Hall. Again, not the better touches. He finds Brad Abbott, who flicks it on, looking for Ramshaw inside right here. If he gets there first, he does, towards the bar line. As he goes towards goal, and it's not far behind the angle of post and bar there. I think the keeper was scrambling across because he ended up in the netting rather than the ball, and that actually wasn't too far away from Rob Ramshaw. Neil will go back to Chris Neal, which is what we saw a lot of Fylde doing on Saturday, having a throw on the halfway line and 2 passes back with the goalkeeper. But it's how they seem to want to play, and Neil plays a nice ball across the ground to find Jordan Hume halfway, who is really forced back with a real high press, and Spennymoor have won a ball back with Scott McLean on that far side. Good first touch around his man, he'll get on the end of it as well. Cuts back onto his right foot is Scott McLean here, and gets a decent looking ball to the middle as well, just headed over the bar by Glenn Taylor on the edge of the 6-yard box. Ramshaw not too far away as well, but a really high press is inside a penalty area, apart from one who is a yard outside of it. Abbott will take this corner from his near side. It's a decent looking ball in the middle actually. It's across everybody. Chandler will retreat on his left foot on the far side inside a penalty area. Gets it back in towards the middle, flick towards goal, falls towards Abbott, posts it just wide at the keeper's left hand post, and they're adamant it took a deflection. I must say I didn't see a deflection from this angle. He sliced it well. Who will play it high and long downfield towards Taylor, who loses out, and it bounces towards Abbott, who's allowed to get there first. The firemen both backed off him. He's onto McLean now, onto his right foot. Digs a decent cross in towards Taylor, heads away as far as Ryan Hall, chests it down. What's he going to do with it? He's going to shoot towards goal, and it bounces in favour of the goalkeeper. The bounce took the sting in the direction away from it. That's a shame, because he was definitely goal bound. He got some power behind it. Hall just heads it really nice into the path of Ramshaw, who heads it in his stride and gets on the end of it. And here he goes, Rob Ramshaw, sprinting forward down his right-hand side. Players getting up in support. There's 4 or 5 joining him. Ramshaw gives it back to Hall. First time cross towards the back post, towards Taylor. It's over him, but McLean will get there first on that far side. Taylor goes to ground. Nothing going to be given. Taylor should get to his feet because Spennymoor still got the ball. It's with Chandler. Square to Moke. Moke turns and he should have given it to Ryan Hall, I think, and he turned away from it. Now he doesn't really know what to do with it. Gives it square to Chandler, onto Abbott. Abbott into Taylor. Got his man pinned. He just spins away from him. Gives it into Chandler. Inside a penalty area. He goes down. It's got to be a penalty. It is. Chandler was fouled as he got through on the end of Taylor's flick on. It looks penalty from this angle. We're quite far away from it. The far defenders are furious with the referee, but he was quick to give it. It looked the right decision from here. It's Taylor versus Neal from 12 yards. The referee making sure everyone is outside the penalty area. Here comes Glenn Taylor with his right foot. He scores into the keeper's bottom right corner. The keeper went the wrong way. Spennymoor lead in the cup. And it's Taylor from the spot. We've played 26.5 minutes. Spennymoor by far started the better of the two sides. Fylde were just starting to come into the game a little bit. And Spennymoor have got a goal which, on the balance of the whole half, they deserve, and it seems to be at a good time. Spennymoor 1, Fylde 0. Again, Fylde brought everybody back. Everybody inside the penalty area again. Here it comes, it's fizzed in towards the middle, towards Curtis, over the bar. And not far over the bar at all from James Curtis, who thinks the defender got the last touch on it. That was millimetres away from just grazing the crossbar as it went over. This time it's left from McLean. Ramshaw's making a run in behind. He's not seen. Instead he goes to Ramshaw after he moves back in field again. Back pass to McLean. Back to goal, lays it back to Moke, now to Abbott. Half one inside the Fylde half, back out wide left to Moke, into Ramshaw, spins away ever so nicely. Good position for a shot if he can get it shot away. Still going is Rob Ramshaw, and it's a slight clear, but he's up in the air. Falls towards Taylor, who hits a shot! Oh, and it's pushed away from Neil. And Fylde keep it in play, but McLean wins the ball back. Can he dig out across? He'll go back to Moke. Turns the ball back to McLean, onto his right foot. Square to Abbott. Can he ever go? No, and he loses possession as well. He's got to go back onto his right foot. Now inside the Fylde half, McLean whips a really good ball in. Flicks towards goal off the bar. Ramshaw's header cannons back off the bar. But Spennymoor still have it with Hall. Into Curtis, lays it around the corner, really nicely to Joe Tate, who's not quite get there, and it's cleared out for a Spennymoor throw. Getting closer. And everybody's in place and we're ready for the second half. Spennymoor lead Fylde by Galton at the break. In line with the edge of the penalty area and probably 30 yards from the goal line. Horton the only man over it, and he's going to cross it into the middle. Puts his hands on his head, must be a pose to the people who are in the box. So what he's going to do, he floats it towards the middle, decent ball in, headed towards goal, it's bouncing around awkwardly, and it's shot off the post, I think. Oh no, it hit Dale Levy, he's saved that, hasn't he? He has saved that. That is an unbelievable save, because the pace of the shot, which was from inside the 6-yard box, is one of them that if it goes in, you say keeper has no chance. They also have lost possession immediately, although the far man's kicked it in completely the wrong direction. It'll fall towards Taylor, who will just switch possession with such ease to Scott McLean, who's running around the outside of Walker, and now will cut back outside him again. It's a decent ball in, it's across everybody just about, but the header will be retrieved by Ryan Hall. Joe Tate with the first time deep cross is a decent one towards Taylor over the bar. It lands on the roof of the net. He did everything he needed to do, put it back across goal, back where it came from, a looping header. So Brad Abbott then, first Spennymoor corner second half. It's a deep ball this time towards the back post and headed just wide by Joe Tate, who had pretty much a free header from the edge of the 6-yard box, and he puts it just wide of the angle. The long ball forward from Daly towards Taylor, who handles the ball. I don't think necessarily deliberately, he jumps a bit too early. But the free kick will allow Fylde to launch it forward, and they all sprint forward. Chris Neal will now launch it back toward the Spennymoor penalty area. McLean with a really good header. Brad Abbott with a clearance, which will just find a Fylde man. It'll bounce towards Ryan Hall. Passes in towards Ramshaw. Ramshaw, was he fouled? No, he wasn't. But it doesn't matter. Spennymoor win by goal to nil. Glenn Taylor's penalty does the job. And Spennymoor through to the third qualifying round of the FA Cup for the third time in consecutive seasons. Fylde exit this stage of the competition for the first time in 6. Fylde side who reached the third round proper in 2020. Lose out to Spennymoor in the second qualifying round this time around. And a really, really good all-round performance from Spennymoor Town this evening. They deserve to win. They will play, as it stands, they will play Southport. They are in stoppage time at Victory Park in Lancashire. It is Chorley 0, Southport 1, but they are still playing